Well, the car is ready to come down off the jack stands, except for the plastic inner fenders and undercoating. I These are calipers off the silver car and the flex lines. Of course, I had to heat this a little tiny bit to break it loose because it wouldn't turn on the line on all four. But anyway, just a little bit of heat. I didn't even drain it. I just a little bit of heat, not red, just enough to make a difference, and then put a wrench on it, and it turned. And then I had to work kind of fast because things were dripping, but I managed to have a little bit of a system to me where I was a little bit efficient. But anyway, everything's here. It's all torqued. I cleaned up in here and put Never Seas on it, and it's got metal pads. I had to wire brush the rust off them, hard as hell. Um, like the pads will still be like new when these are gone, and probably the next set will be gone and the pads will still be there. But I personally like soft pads, but I put the hard pads in because they're like new and they'll square this up. But anyway, it's hot, like 100 degrees. Maybe not, maybe only 85, but it's not bad in here. It's like 80 in here. But anyway, same thing on this side. And I cleaned this up with brake clean, so it's a little hard to tell. But anyway, I had brake fluid all over it. But I pumped on the brakes hard, and I got no dripping. I'll keep an eye on it. But these are only they're better. They're in better shape than all the other cars. They're not new, but I had to use my old ones here. I had to unseize one of these, had to take it off, but I cleaned them up and put brake grease on them and got them free. But this bracket, the other car with the inner fender here, I couldn't use my power bar wouldn't reach, and the car wasn't high enough, and I'm scared of using the impact. So I just cleaned these up. I couldn't get those big bolts broken loose because I didn't have the leverage underneath here. The inner fender was in the way and the ground. So I just cleaned these up, but these calipers are off the silver car. But anyway, everything's all torqued and tight and ready for a little bit of undercoating underneath and my inner fenders, and then I can take it down off the jack stands. But and loosened off I loosened off and took that nut out and put a good nut, like one with a 22 millimeter wrench. Now I'll bend these back. I'll probably just put chrome tape over it, especially now. Like later on, maybe I'll weld it, or just actually, if I even just put a little sheet metal patch over it with two little screws. That way, because I have to, it's kind of convenient. If I ever have to take it down, I need to put a wrench on there, and it's too hard to go up inside the body. Like here, it's easy. But it's in a hidden spot. I don't think they'll examine it too hard. But anyway, I don't have any fluids dripping on the ground. And this car, the air conditioner does not work. So I bought one of these things. So hopefully that'll do the trick. The red car, the air conditioner works, but the red car is nowhere near a car. Same as this thing. But anyway, these are my calipers off my yellow car. These must, like, I believe these are about the same age as the ones on my car, but they must have been cheaper because the cheaper rotors aren't made of the real good quality and they rust quicker. Because these rotors that were on this car was in a bad environment. It sat for like 2 years or a year and a half before I bought it in the grass, and that should have rot those rotors right off, and it didn't. like the little fingers in here, like no rust on them at all. There's some kind of spider bugs or something. But anyway, that should have been all flaky rust like the other couple rotors I have, but it's not. So those must be expensive rotors. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of excited now. It was kind of a horrible ordeal doing brake lines, but what I kind of did was I got set up with vice grips. One vice grip's here holding it and one here to pinch it, and I put that on the line that I unhooked, the line where I unhooked the flex line. I screwed this on, and then I pinched it off with vice grips so it wouldn't run out on the floor, and then I could take my time in here doing this one. And then that caliper came out here, and then I took this off and put it on. That way it didn't drip like it didn't drip for 15 minutes. So I just had that flex line on it. Anyway, I'm pretty grubby and dirty, so I got the hot water tank on, so I'm gonna go in and have a shower, and see you later. Thanks.